coming up on Mile High Audit.
You're interfering with my job duties. You're not under duress. You're free to leave. That's fine. I have a sergeant coming. You can explain all this to her again.
Please, get your supervisor.
Okay, if she's coming. It's a judicial order of no recording in the building. And I'd like you to stay where you're at and don't walk up behind me, okay?
It's not about being scared.
You're the one with the gun. Why is it
What does that mean? All we're asking you to do is to comply with the judge's order. That's it.
The policy for this building is that you present us with an ID or some sort of credential stating that you're with the media. It's the judge that makes the orders for this building, so we have to follow his orders.
Don't walk up behind me like that, bro. You got a gun.
You walk up behind me, what's the difference?
I don't have a gun. You got a gun.
Have a good day.
Yeah, whatever, bro. Fucking tired.
Coming for the government. Some say the government will watch me, but they can't stop me. I'm dropping evil. Looking out for the government. Some say the government will watch me, but they can't stop me. I'm dropping evil. Looking out for the government. Some say the government will watch me, but they can't stop me. I'm dropping evil. Looking out for the government. Coming for the government.
Window.
Oh shit, are we rolling? What's good, MHA family? Welcome back to another episode of Mile High Audit's Rights Revealed. I'm your host, MHA, committed to safeguarding our First Amendment rights and promoting government transparency in public spaces. As always, we're here to conduct the First Amendment audit, a peaceful exercise of our right to film in public and observe our public servants in action. Our goal is to educate the public, promote transparency, and to ensure our rights are respected and upheld. Today, we're on our way to the Pueblo County Municipal Courthouse. We want to see how they respect our rights. Remember, we're not going to cause any trouble or disruption. We're only going there to observe our public servants in action and exercise our First Amendment right, freedom of the press, to record in a publicly accessible area. So let's go. This is a big building. Big building.
Can't be doing that in the building.
Huh?
Nope.
What law is that?
What's that?
What law is that?
I can't hear you.
What law is that?
It's a judicial order that there's no recording in the buildings, period.
I know there's a judicial order about recording.
Yep. Any areas in the building, unless you're media. Do you have a press pass?
Tell me what government agency is.
If you have a press pass, that's a whole different ball of wax, but there's no recording in the building.
It's called First Amendment free press?
That's fine. Outside is the First Amendment, in here's not, because it's a judicial order.
No.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
So you need to turn it off, or I'll contact the judge, and I'll seize the phone.
You want to seize my phone?
I can with an order. Yep.
With an order, you can seize my phone.
Yes, I can.
With an order from the judge.
So,
All I have to do is contact Deputy Justin Wheeler, Pueblo Sheriff's Office. My badge number is B16786.
name and badge number?
I'm Deputy Ward.
Badge number?
So you need to
Badge
stop
number,
recording. I'm going to ask you one more time. Okay? And I'm going to have you step out of the building.
Under threat of arrest?
Nope. But I'm going to have you step out of the building. You need to stop the recording now.
If I don't record, if I don't stop recording, don't step out of the building.
You can record all you want outside,
Okay, so
but not in the building.
Well, I'm asking
I'm
you-
not going to get into a debate with you.
I'm not getting
It's a
into a
judicial order, so stop recording. Okay? Or I'll contact the judge.
is it a law?
Yes, it's a judicial
But
order.
is it a Colorado revised statute?
It's not a statute, it's an order for the building. I'm going to ask you one more time to stop the recording, or I'm going to contact the senior judge.
The senior judge?
Yep.
Okay.
So go outside and do all the recording you
You
want.
expect me to allow you guys
I'm not, it's not
Infringe
a,
on my First Amendment right.
it's not your First Amendment right in the building, no. Because there are court cases going on, there's privacy issues in the building.
No, there's not privacy issues in the public.
Yes, there is.
In the public lobby?
Attorneys come down here and discuss cases all the time.
So you need to
Then-
stop the
then The
recording.
onus is on them to take that to priority.
That's not how it works.
That is how.
Chief
The
Ford
judge
office,
signed an order.
do you have somebody up there that can get a hold of the chief
You can
judge?
record
for me?
outside, you can't record inside the building, judge's orders.
I do this for a living, Dad.
That's
All
fine.
right, so do we.
That's
And I
fine.
go in the courthouses all the time.
That's fine.
That's fine. Judge signed an order, you
T4
can't record
office.
inside the building. You can record all you want outside. We
And I
can't
don't see a
record inside
media
the building.
pass anyway.
You don't need me. It's called
Yeah, you
free
do.
press. Free
No,
press.
not inside the building, it's not.
The
Okay?
First Amendment starts off reading like this. Congress shall make no law
That's Congress,
abridging
federal.
and
Has nothing to do with state court judges.
is this funded by the federal government?
Nope. It's funded by the state,
Well, who gets, where's the state gets its money?
taxpayers.
Okay, thank you, I'm a taxpayer.
Okay, so am I.
Okay, but you
The
pay
judge's
taxes.
order
But
applies
here's
to
the
me
thing.
just as it does to
pay
you.
taxes with the taxes like you do.
Okay, the judge's order applies to me just the same as it does to you. No recording in the building.
You're recording.
This is a law enforcement purpose. I'm having contact with the public. I'm required by law to record this interaction.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
And the
I'm
judge's
just
order-
contacting the chief judge. He's gonna make the determination whether I seize the phone or not. Okay?
Do you
Yep, I'm recording too.
Cameras recording too?
Yep.
Okay, I'll be before you attesting to the podcast. So,
All I know is you are violating a judicial order, and if I am ordered to seize the phone, I'm gonna seize the phone.
well, I mean, it's already live, so I mean,
That's fine. That's great. That's great.
like, I'll get.
I don't mind
I'll
being
get
recorded. It doesn't bother me. Okay? But I'm here to enforce a judicial order, and you're violating that.
Are you law enforcement? or
Yes, I
order
am.
enforcement?
I am law enforcement.
Okay, so you enforce laws, not policy.
We
not
also-
I
orders.
also
Judge's
enforce the
orders
building,
inside the
You can't
statute.
enforce nothing else but laws.
Okay.
That's not how it works.
You can't tell me what my job is, so that's fine. If you think that's what you think it is, that's great.
I mean,
But you're misunderstood.
so you can enforce policy. You can enforce people.
We can enforce judge's
Sergeant
orders.
Wagner, are you en route to the lobby? We also need to contact the chief judge about this recording in the building.
I know it's gonna be some issues here, guys.
Yep. All I want you to do is exit the building. But you're refusing to do that, so technically I could arrest you for interfering with my job duties.
Interference is actually a
Yep.
physical act.
Because my attention is
That's
being
a state
diverted
law.
to you
It doesn't have to
and
be.
not to
Doesn't
where I
have
need to be.
Doesn't have to be.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be.
Yep.
Interference is a physical act.
Yep. Well, you're keeping me from my job.
No, I'm not.
You're interfering
Okay.
with our duties.
No, you're interfering with my job. Like I'm over here doing my job, and you're
You're
interfering
violating a court order.
Yep.
am I violating a law?
A judicial standing order? Yes, you are.
That's not a law.
Doesn't
It
have
has,
to be a
it
law.
has the same
It has
effect
to have a
inside this
statute.
building.
It has to have a statute attached to it.
What's your
No, it
name?
doesn't.
Oh, I don't like to give that.
Yeah, well, I just like to know who I'm talking to.
Well, I mean, under the Fourth Amendment, you know.
And you're all covered up, you got face masks on, I don't know who you are.
Is there a law against that?
No,
Okay, so
but I'd like to know who I'm talking to. I told you who I was.
you're required to by law. It's your policy, isn't it?
Yep, but you're also required to if I ask.
No, I'm not. Not
You are.
yet.
That's a state law.
Okay, do you have reasonable, articulable suspicion that I am
I do,
committing a
because
crime?
you're hindering my job by standing here talking to
I'm
you.
not hindering your job. You're,
Yep.
you're
Because
Refusing
my
to
job is over
identify.
there. Security of the building, and you're
So
disrupting
all I have
security
to
of the
do-
building.
All I need for standing in court is for you to tell me on camera that under threat of arrest, I have to leave the building.
You're interfering with my job duties.
So all I need you to say is these words: under threat of arrest, you have to leave the building. And I'll leave.
I have already asked you that 3 times.
Under threat of arrest. I need to be under duress. I need to be under duress.
No, you're not under duress. You're free to leave.
So if I'm
But
free
you're
to leave,
refusing
I'm
to.
stay. So if I'm free to
That's
leave,
all right. I have a sergeant coming. That's fine. I have a sergeant coming. You can explain all this to her again.
Please get your supervisor. Please.
Okay, she's coming.
They're on the way.
Yes, get your
And I'm also going to notify the chief judge about the recording. And if he asks me to seize the phone, I'm going to seize the phone. Okay?
So you're gonna
And it may involve an arrest. Yes.
You're gonna violate my Fourth Amendment by seizing
It's
my
a
property.
judicial order of no recording in the building for the 6th time.
Sir, why are you getting
okay? Because I'm tired of repeating myself over and over to you,
I get what you're saying.
okay?
Sir, but you're being disorderly.
Okay. So are you by not following my orders to leave the building and stop recording in the building.
All I need,
Period.
all I need for you to say is under threat of arrest.
Do you want to go up and grab the chief judge, or do you want me to? Okay.
Can I get your name and badge number, sir? Sir?
What's that?
Can I get your name and badge number?
Swiss car, Delta 268.
Delta 268?
68, sorry.
Is your body camera on?
Huh?
Is your body camera running?
And I'd like you to stay where you're at and don't walk up behind me, okay?
Is that a law? I mean, you're the one with the gun, guy. You're the one. It's a safety issue. Come on, guy. If you guys are that scared, you should not be in law enforcement.
It's not about being scared.
You're the one with the gun. Why is
What
it a
does that
safety
mean?
issue? And a vest on. Why is it a safety issue? I got a camera.
We don't know what else you have on you. You're all covered up, your face is covered, your head's covered. We don't know what's in your pockets.
You guys need it. See, this is the problem with police and sheriff's departments today. Tyrants, bro. Like tyrants. You can't be free Americans no more.
All we're asking you to do is to comply with the judge's order. That's
Okay.
it.
So if the judge comes down here
We got the judge on the
and
way.
tells me that it's an order and that you guys have the authority to arrest me if I don't leave, I'll leave.
We've explained that to you several times already,
All
and you're not listening. So don't talk anymore.
All you've explained
We've got
to me,
the proper
all
people
you've
on the way.
explained to me is that there's an order by the judge that you can't record in the building.
Exactly.
At the court
Chief
norms.
judge signed an order, no recording in the building. You can record all you want outside, not inside the building. Judge's orders.
What about back there by the side of you? Where y'all bring the prisoners in?
That's outside the building.
Okay, so I can record all that?
If you're standing in public areas, yes. There is a sign that says no unauthorized personnel beyond this
Correct,
point.
correct,
If you're outside of that,
Correct.
no issue.
Correct. See, that order should be placed on that window right there. With the
that-
law attached to it. With the law attached to it.
They don't
Because
have to
it
have
has
a statute attached to a judge's
Yes.
order.
You can't arrest somebody for constitutionally protected activity.
The chief judge decides what happens inside this building.
Chief judge, so.
Can I ask what you're recording?
Now,
What are you recording? I'm just wondering.
I'm an independent journalist, and I'm just doing a story on this building with these officers.
Okay, and you can record from
impeding
the
on my
outside.
right. Like the
If
story.
you're
the
doing a
is
story
just
on the
about
building, you can
outside of the
record from
building, it's about
outside.
the inside as well.
What's your
Chief
what's
judge
your
has said no
thing?
recording in the building.
You can look me up on Mile High Audit, like, share, and subscribe.
What is it?
Mile High Audit on YouTube.
Mile High Audits?
Yeah.
Okay, YouTube? All right, cool. You have a good day.
You too.
I swear, I feel like he's
Hey, have you seen how people treat cops these days?
It's because of the way you guys are acting now.
All we're doing is enforcing a court order, sir.
You're not enforcing the law, though. You're not standing up for my First Amendment right. Didn't you take an oath?
You're misunderstanding the difference between a court order and a statute.
Did
Maybe you should do some research
Let
at
me
the
ask you
library.
something. Let me ask you something. Did you take an oath to uphold the Constitution against
did.
all enemies, foreign and domestic?
And I also took an oath to uphold court orders.
I actually watched Long Island Audit. Do you have a channel?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Mile High Audits.
Mile High?
Like, share, and subscribe.
All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Long Island's one of my favorites, by the way. Will they get in touch with the judge and find out what's what, or?
Yep, just wait.
I mean, I'm not doing nothing nefarious. I'm not no ill intent. I'm just here
We've
to
informed you what the situation
document
is,
the
and you're
public.
refusing
I'm
to
not going in
comply.
any restricted areas, in courtrooms.
We've informed you what the situation is, and you're refusing to comply. So we're contacting the person who issued the order.
That guy right there, the tyrant, he just got the yellow at me. He's a tyrant. He put the badge in there.
All he did was inform you of the
I
judicial
mean, you
order.
guys do know
That's
you work
it.
for me, right? You don't work for the sheriff's department. You work for me. I'll pay your salary.
I pay my salary too.
And I'll pay your taxes as well.
I pay taxes too.
From my money.
My taxes come from my money.
That I pay you.
I can't take her to the car.
You can believe what you want to believe.
No, that's fact. I mean, you get your salary from the federal government, which is funded by taxpayers,
I get my salary from the county.
which is funded by the federal government, which is funded by the taxpayers.
County is funded
the
by
public.
taxes, sir, not by the federal government.
It's funded by the taxpayers of Pueblo
Yes, and I pay those taxes as well.
from my tax money. If you work on the private sector, then the money you make and pay taxes, that's your taxes that you pay. If you work for the public, you pay taxes out of my taxes.
I'm not going to engage in an argument with you, sir.
I know
We've
you-
informed you that you need to stop recording and leave the building.
You was on the phone, ma'am. Can I get your name and badge number?
I don't have a badge number, but it's Sergeant Wagner.
Sergeant Wagner, and you don't have a badge number?
No. I know they've already talked to you, but are you here for court or what are you?
I'm an independent journalist.
Okay.
He's the First Amendment auditor.
Okay.
I'm an independent journalist.
Okay.
Free press, First Amendment. You got it right, First Amendment auditor, which means I come to see if our public servants respect the free press. Not ask for a media pass like this guy just did, because you tell me what government agency issues media passes and I will get one. It's called free press. You can be a journalist. You can be a journalist.
So what is your plan here? Just to stand here and record?
Well,
I
not
don't-
really.
I
I
don't
mean, I'm
know,
being
maybe
held
not.
up by you guys.
Huh?
I'm being held up by you guys. Like, I was just in here to do my job.
His
Right.
purpose is to get into an
Record the law.
altercation with law enforcement so he can post it online.
Okay, so, but you know you just can't go in the courtrooms and stuff like that?
Right, I know I
Okay.
can't go in the
Okay.
courtrooms. No restricted areas, just I know about court order. Like, that's what these guys don't understand. I know there's a court order in the courtrooms. There's no court order to deal with. And if there is, it was just made up.
Okay. All right, well, he went to go find out more and then we'll just go from there. I just didn't know.
No,
what you were-
I promise, I'm not doing nothing nefarious, no ill intent. I'm not trying to go in any private areas, nowhere where expectation of privacy is expected.
Sure.
You know, no restricted areas, just a lobby.
Okay.
Just a lobby. It's a beautiful building, by the way. Yeah, upstairs and everything. Yeah, man, all I do is disseminate public information of public interest to the public. Man. That's what journalism is. That's what
Okay.
media
And-
is.
and
You know,
that's
I
fine.
don't got a $10,000 setup and a ton of makeup on my face with a van to be
That's
the
fine.
media. You don't
But
have to do that.
if the chief judge doesn't want recording in the building, then we have to enforce that.
Well, look, if the chief judge says, under threat of arrest, like if you guys arrest me,
We're not using that language. You're not going to bait me into that language. This is a courthouse.
Okay, am I doing something illegal?
You're, as far as I'm aware, you're violating a court order.
But is it illegal?
It carries the same weight as a statute. It's just as enforceable.
As a statute?
Yes.
So what would be the charge?
Violation of a court order.
But what would be the charge?
Violation of a court order.
But that violation of the court order. I have to
Contempt of
actually-
court. It's a charge.
I have to actually be in front of a judge and issue the court order?
You would have to go in front of the judge to answer for why you violated their court order.
No, you have to actually be issued the court order before you can violate the court order.
Court order. It's a standing court order issued by the judge.
You have to
Inside the building.
You have to personally be issued a court order to violate.
Not necessarily.
That's necessary. Dude, I do this for a living. I got a Colorado
Okay.
statute law book. I got a federal law book at home.
Okay.
I probably know the law better than you guys. And I guarantee
Sure.
I do, because they don't train you guys in the law.
Okay. Yeah. Go talk to my academy and ask them what laws.
You guys get 6 months of training in the academy. 6 months. A barber
Bro,
has
I've
to
been
go to
doing this
school
for
for 2 years.
I've been doing this for 10 years.
Sometimes 5 years. But your training will only last 6 months. Don't you think
Completely
it's,
different situation,
don't you
sir.
think that you guys should go through like 5-6 years of training before you become a
Completely
proficient
different
police
situation. Different statutes involved. Different laws.
officer? Okay, so the 6 months of training is just a different law, a different statute.
It
I'm like-
encompasses more than just statutes and laws.
Okay, so
So
what I'm asking
maybe
is-
go through
what
a
I'm
police
asking is,
academy
do
and
you
see what it's
think-
like.
Do you think that 6 months of training is enough?
Go through an academy yourself and see what it's like.
A barber has to go to school for 5 years before he can become a barber. You guys
That's a
go-
barber school.
You guys
Completely different situation and not even comparable.
and the most of you guys is training on tactical and
I'm not
you
going to
have-
engage you on this anymore.
you have
So please
80%
stop talking to me.
tactical, 80% tactical training and about 20% de-escalation training, which is why your guy right here was just yelling at me instead of de-escalating the situation. I was being respectful.
I'm not going to engage with you anymore. We're going to wait for the judge to come.
No, that's right. I thought I woke up in America, not North Korea. Honestly. Am I being detained right now? Am I being detained right now?
No, you're free to leave. Door's right behind you.
So I'm not being detained. So if I'm free to leave and free to stay.
You're free to leave.
So I'm free to leave and free to stay. That's how it works.
That's not how it works. You're not being detained. You are free to leave if you so choose.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna catch a few more footages and I'm gonna be on my way. All right?
The chief judge is on the way if you'd like to speak with him.
If he comes down and I'm still catching the content right here, and I'll speak with him.
Okay.
I need to see that order. Is that the order in your hand, man?
Hi.
Is that the judge's order in your hand?
Yes, this is
Name
the
and
judge's
badge
order.
number, please?
Sergeant Zamora, Pueblo County Sheriff's Office. I don't have a badge number.
Okay.
So the chief judge is the one that makes the orders for the building.
Right.
Since you claim to be with a media circuit, whether it's independent, commercial, mainstream, the policy for this building is that you present us with an ID or some sort of credential stating that you're with the media. At that point, then we can authorize you to go to certain parts of the building if you're going to a certain area to kind of cover a trial or something like that. You can't actually film the courtroom.
Of course.
You can't film the victim, people related to the victim, the defendant, juror members.
Unless they're in a publicly accessible manner.
Over there, yes.
Of course.
But it is also the order of the chief judge that if you don't identify yourself and you try and enter the building for that reason, that we can
So
confiscate your
I
equipment.
have two issues.
Okay.
The first one is First Amendment freedom of press. I don't need press credentials. You could be press, he could be press, he could be she could be press. You don't need press credentials. It's freedom of press.
I got you.
Second thing is issue giving you my ID, my credentials, any kind of credentials. Fourth Amendment, the right to be secure in your papers, houses, and effects. Unless you have reasonable, articulable suspicion that I'm committing a crime, and free press is not a crime.
Okay. Well, it's the judge that makes the orders for this building, so we have to follow his orders.
Well, the judge can't make an order that violates my First or Fourth Amendment right.
Yes, but if it's
Congress shall make no law.
if it's the
That's how it starts off.
Yes.
Congress shall make no law.
Okay, I got you. But it has to do with the security of this building. Everybody's safety in this building is our responsibility.
Okay, so do I look like I'm being nefarious? I mean, I'm a guy.
We asked you several times to identify yourself. At least 6 times that I've counted, you've refused to do so.
Yeah.
You've refused to remove the hood and your mask as well,
It's not illegal.
or any of you, any representing agency
So
that you may be
think that
recording
don't put-
for.
You think by me putting that badge on you and that gun on you gives you the authority to actually
Enforce judicial orders? Yes.
So it gives you the authority to just stop anybody and ask them for their ID if you want to ID.
In this building, yes, because
Yep.
we are responsible.
Because
for
if you were a
security.
legitimate media outlet, you would have told me you were in the building to record something.
How do we know that you're not like on somebody else's side over here trying to, you know?
What you mean?
Let's say you're here. I don't know. Maybe you're part of one
don't
of
know
the
where you've
trials.
been
Yeah, we
filming.
don't know. It's our responsibility for the security of this building. You can do whatever you want on the outside of this building, but in here,
You guys approach
we
me.
have to run the
You guys
orders.
approach me. Ask me what I was doing.
Yeah, but first off, you didn't identify yourself at the building, at the front, to say you were going to be recording in the building.
So,
Of course.
To get an order from the judge, yes, you do. It's a judicial order. So I'm going to ask you one more time, stop recording
Why are you raising your
and
voice?
leave the building because you don't listen.
You're
You-
not.
you-
I have authority over you. You don't
No,
understand
no,
that?
you
I paid
don't.
your salary.
Okay.
I paid you.
So do we.
No.
Yes.
Like you said,
I hear this all the time. I pay my
I
taxes
got you.
too. But you pay your
So
taxes.
we're going around in circles, so I'm gonna have you leave the
You have
building.
the option. You could present your ID and give us a reason for being in the building, or
leave.
we can ask you to leave.
Okay, so here's what I need from you. Same
Okay.
thing I asked this guy. If I refuse to leave, refuse to give you my ID, and I want to continue my content
We will take your camera from you.
and violate my Fourth Amendment right.
No, we're following the orders of the judge for
Okay,
this
so you
building.
will take my camera from me.
You're interfering with governmental operations, which is an arrestable offense.
Okay,
Like I told you before.
you will arrest me if I don't leave.
Yes.
If I don't leave, you will arrest me.
Yes.
That's all I need. I'm gonna get your body camera footages.
That's great.
What's the chief judge's name?
Studar.
Studo.
So one more time, I'm gonna ask you to leave the building.
So
Okay.
I'm leaving. Where's your guys' sheriff's department at? I really like to go and file a claim with you guys.
909 Court Street.
909 Court Street?
Yep, that's our main office.
You, sir, are a tyrant.
That's fine. Exit the building.
And you should not be working for the public. Don't walk up behind me like that, bro. You got a gun.
You're walking by me. What's the difference?
I don't have a gun. You got a gun and a vest on, bro. What's wrong with you, man? Like,
Have a good day.
yeah, whatever, bro. Fucking tyrant.
Welcome to the world, baby boy. I'll paint you red and white and blue. The indoctrination starts as soon as you come out the womb. Pretty quick, we'll make you stupid with curriculums at school. And if the classroom doesn't do the trick, we'll make you watch the news. Pick your team, right or left. Take the red pill or the blue. You can vote, but even if you win, still everyone will lose. Don't forget to buy designer because Gucci makes you cool. We prioritize material belongings over truth. Welcome to the system. Everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, I hate you all. Parents are the system. Violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong.